Thank you for coming today for the presentation and for giving us your time today. Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit more and a little more extensively. This will be able to give you a general idea of what we're going to be doing. And here, also let you know where the location is perfect. It's easy to find everything on the beachfront location. And free on-site parking. There's also close to all major Southern California attractions, which would be like, you could do Disney World, or as you asked before, like the Hard Rock Cafe.
Perfect.
And just 7 miles away from San Diego International Airport.
Perfect.
Which we're going to go over again, and later on in the presentation it also will show you the pricing for everything from being picked up and brought in.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Awards, we have the chef. This is the chef. This is like, we had an event a few years ago where they wanted like this big seafood buffet, So this is our chef, Ricardo Geary. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Okay.
He's got,
cook.
yes, very good cook. He is also, he's the best chef in the West Coast region. Okay.
Nice.
And then this is also our Regional Architects Association. They came in and approved and really liked the design setup that we did with everything. I thought the renovations looked just simply amazing. And then we have this menu here that's a certain style, banquet style menu. Very good. We also talked about, for choice, because your event's going to be about heart healthy. So basically, you're going to have your choice of dressing, your choices of baked potato, oven brown potato. We're trying to stay away, and you got garlic mashed potatoes, your veggies, your homemade rolls, which the rolls are better than Texas Roadhouse, if you ask me. I think they're pretty good.
And then some really good rolls, because I love Texas.
Very
Roadhouse.
good rolls. And then you also get the coffee, tea, iced tea, or sodas. Okay, that comes with. But the desserts are going to be extra if you want desserts.
Okay.
And then you have chicken, beef, pork, and fish. Just so you know, we did get that covered for the veggies.
Okay.
The veggies are covered. And so we got the veggie burger is what we have. But the price on here does not, as you can see here, does not include the service charge or the tax.
Okay.
This is just basically, you're looking at the base price for everything. You have the chicken Wellington, which is $48, and it's all in the packet I gave you with the order form.
Perfect.
That way you've got the idea, you know what we're getting at. And of course, your event is heart healthy. We discussed that. And also, just so you know, the wait staff will be wearing, this is the theme for promoting, like green vegetables for the heart healthy foods, because you can eat as many greens as you want, Be like, Hulk. And then for the kids, if you have anybody who's bringing the kids with them at all, we have the edible fruit centerpieces, okay, which are delicious and amazing and just great.
Cute.
And then you have group rates, which you have the discounts, and because of that, we have I was telling you before, with that whole transport service that we have, you got priced at $15 each way is provided for out overnight guests, okay? Also, there's free parking for those that are going to drive in, which is still better because you got $26 per day in the parking fee. Forgot the K.
And parking fees.
Parking fees and then they also still have the closed circuit camera systems for securities to make sure the parking lot, make sure everything is good even in the parking area.
Okay.
That way if there's vandalism, we got them.
Perfect.
Also, I don't know if you've seen that, but you can have smaller dogs, pets come, 25
I did, I saw
pounds.
that. I don't think anybody planned on bringing their pets, but I'll let
Okay.
them know that option's available.
And then you got the meeting room rates, which because your group is 50, you'll have all rooms for up to 24 hours of use. So, which is amazing. That way if you need to split the group in half. But because we have
No, we had decided on a banquet style, correct?
yes, and we also talked about the top floor of the hotel where it's the top of the park. where
Yes.
that's the big area, which is awesome. You have your entrances, okay? And then you have your main entrance levels of the old hotel here. But this is where we're gonna hold it at, because it's got the
Okay.
biggest, it's got the 360 for the band and the DJ and for people to dance. And we'll
Okay.
have at the entrance this wall decor, keeping the heart healthy and strong. So right here, you get the measurement size and everything, you get the idea. This
And
was
that'll
a-
be hanging by the banquet room.
Right,
entrance,
right over
correct?
the door.
Perfect.
Right, and it's, just so you know, this is gonna cost around $258,
Okay,
but, it's something you could use and reuse again if you wanted to.
right.
Okay. And then this is just to give you an idea of the formal setting we're gonna have with the napkins and everything and the silverware and
That's
plates.
perfect, and we're gonna have the green napkin for the heart healthy, correct? The
Right, and
veggie
we're sticking with like a
theme?
green for the
Perfect.
vegetable with the wait staff as well. And then the bar is gonna have different types of red wines and flavored beers.
Okay.
So, there's also a list that I added into the packet for you as well, so you can get the idea. It's still the same. You got the Joseph James Raspberry Redemption, and then you have like the Merlot with the watermelon, strawberry, cherry, plum. Because red wine helps purify the blood and keeps the heart there where it needs to be. And then beer, because us guys, we do like beer.
Right, gotta have
So,
beer.
Right. And then here is what we're talking about, Cherry Poppin' Daddies, that's for the older group.
Right,
And then DJ Snake would be at night. You know, since
Okay.
we do have it for 24 hours, I figured at night is when DJ Snake can do his setup.
Okay.
And things set up and started popping off, you know, that way the older group had their fun with that. But in between intermissions, you know, in your packet too, I did the list of games for us to do.
yeah, we had talked about
Okay.
those, I'm
Right,
pretty happy with
just-
the ones that you chose for us, so.
Okay,
so
all right,
we're
just
good.
wanted to make sure that you're still on that one. And this is for the special awards.
Okay,
You got 20 of them. We got 20 of them, okay? This way, you know, I know there's 50 people, but not everybody can get an award.
right,
But you have your #1 employee of the year, customer service awards, you have the action on call awards. Action call awards is when you sit there, you call, you need help, and they came in.
right,
And then your weekend warriors, that pretty much said, just keep signing us up, we'll come in.
right.
Okay. And then here we have the pool and workout area, okay? That way you can relax. If they come in, you know, a lot of people fly or they're driving, they might want to relax a little bit before the event starts, which I know you're going to have it later in the afternoon. So if they show up early enough, they can enjoy that, or even the next day before they check out. And then even if they want to work out so they're not skipping anything, you know, we have treadmills,
Right.
elliptical, and everything else like that that's there, it's set up. And that ends my presentation for you. Do you have any questions?
I don't, we basically covered everything, I'm gonna take this back to work, discuss with my boss, and we'll be getting a hold of you.
And then also just to let you know, if you have any questions about anything at all, also you're gonna have to get a hold of the catering service there, okay, as well, because they're gonna need to know if any of these people start saying, I can't make it,
Okay,
that way they're not overloading. And so here's their number, my number, all the information is right there too.
perfect.
The information in the packet you have too is still with the policies and everything as well.
Okay, that's perfect.
All
Well,
right.
thank you so much, Joe, you have
Thank
a
you.
great day.
You too. Nope, didn't.